Welcome. So this is a short class, so we're gonna get right into it to sort of honor the time and to keep the schedule flowing. I'm glad you all made it today. Thanks so much, Heather and Kisima, for continuing on with this great offering, in spite of, I think everyone here is privy, maybe not Satoko, it's my friend from Japan, from Capoeira, that we have like sort of a domestic lockdown in Kenya. So yeah, so it's great offering to bring it online. Okay, so we're gonna start from a seat today. Gentle practice today will mostly be on the mat, focusing on the spine, also the hips, yeah? So let's come to a long spine, soften the shoulders. And let's take the palms together and just rub the palms, bring some heat. And then place the palm on your navel, against the skin. Allow the abdomen to start to relax. And we're gonna do that one more time, to bring some heat to the palm, placing it on the navel and then softening the abdomen. Now allow the eyes to close, bring both palms to the knees. We'll take a few centering breaths here in our seat. Observing the body and allowing yourself to soften. Allowing yourself to soften. Bring your awareness to your breathing. And we'll start with a really brief pranayama practice to, again, anchor ourselves in our breath. So we'll start with a cooling breath now. Some of us just had a practice. So we'll start with the Shitali breath. If you can make a U shape with your tongue, like that, then you'll make the U. If not, then you can make a small hole in the lips like you're sucking through a straw. And we're gonna inhale through the tunnel. Close the lips, take the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth and exhale through the nostrils. Inhale through your tunnel or your straw lips. Fold the tongue back, slow exhalation through the nostrils. 2 more breaths like that. Final breath. And now allowing the breath to return to normal. Let's start with our warm-up sequence. So we'll come into the head and neck on the inhalation. Chin rises. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin rises to the sky. Exhale, take the chin to the chest. And gently back to center, we'll take the chin over one shoulder and then the other. Keeping the spine nice and long, the navel slightly tucked in here. And keep the breath soft and gentle. Now we'll take the ear to shoulder, side to side, ear to shoulder. Keeping the length in the spine, keep the shoulders relaxed here. Welcome to keep the eyes closed if you like, bringing the attention and intention inward. And as we come back to center, we'll move into head and neck rotations, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the head back and up in one direction. Exhale, forward and down. A couple more rotations in the same direction. And as the chin meets the chest, let's switch direction. Inhaling back and up, exhale, forward and down. Minding the breath. One more full rotation. And then we'll take the head back to center. And take the fingertips now, bring them together on top of the shoulders. Elbows at heart center. Inhale, elbows rise until they want to separate, and then exhale, release in the back. So full rotation in this rotator cuff. Really drawing the breath into the abdomen and the chest cavity. We'll take one more rotation and then switch direction. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. One more rotation. And then we'll place the palms back on the knees. And we're going to look for our undulation now, so we can take the navel back, so curving the spine, take the ribs to the side, and find this rotation. It's an isolation. If we have any dancers in the class today are used to this type of movement. And then we'll switch direction. Keeping the shoulders soft here, starting to loosen the spine. We're going to come into some more rotations in a bit. These undulations we use a lot. And now let's exhale, just take the navel straight back, round the shoulders, and inhale. You can use the palms and the knees if you like to pull back, pulling the chest up. A couple more like that, like seated cat-cows. And from here, we'll come back to neutral spine and just cross up the shins and come to all fours. Take a few cat-cows there, a few more cat-cows. Okay. And from here, we'll come into a few more undulations. So circling out the spine again, rounding and arching. Switch direction. Back to a neutral spine. Let's come into our right hip. So just raising the right knee. We're going to circle out the knee, keeping more or less a right angle in that knee. Keeping the breath soft and steady, inhaling, exhaling through the nose. And now shoot the heel back, straight back, and switch direction. Release the knee down, and let's take it to our left side. Circle out the knee. A few more rounds. Adjust my angle. And extend the leg back. And switch direction. Okay, let's release it down and come to an extended child's pose. And you can shift around a little bit here if you like, letting the sacrum kind of lead the movement to lower back, lumbar. And now just crawl the hands forward an inch or two. And pull the bum back toward the heels again, so creating a bit more space. And keep the eyes looking straight down at the mat, so the back of the neck is long. And on your inhale, just slide onto the forearms, extend the legs back, come down to a sphinx, and shake the hips. Just let the lower back loosen here. So keep the shoulders a little bit away from the ears. Exhale, release the chest down, extend the arms straight out. Chin to the ground. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm, left leg, and hold at the top. Hold at the top. Keep the neck relaxed. And breathe. And softly release. Take a couple breaths in between. Just observe the body. Notice what's happening with the spine. Next inhalation. Raise the left arm, right leg, and hold at the top. Keep the neck soft. Breath is steady. Breath is easy. Allow the breath to flow. And exhale, gently release, relax, relax. Let's take the hands beneath the shoulders. We're going to move into a dynamic Bhujangasana Cobra. Keep the elbows tucked in. Inhale, lift to medium or high cobra. And exhale, release. Still keeping some bend in the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Maybe going up to 70%. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, and hold at the top. Exhale, release. Cross the hands, Savasana, relax. Relax. Now return the hands beneath the shoulders. We're going to curl the toes here. Take them about the width of the mat. So the pinky toe is like right at the edge of the mat. Elbows tucked in again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right, and hold right this time. Hold to the right. Chest lifting, shoulders down. Soften the breath. Soften the breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Looking over the left shoulder, keeping the neck long. Chest slightly lifted. Bring the shoulders down gently. And the breath is easy. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Uncurl the toes. You can stack the hands, relax in Savasana, couple breath. Okay. Let's bring the arms out in front again. So now we're going to lift with the arms and the legs. Inhale, arms and legs lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold at the top. Stay lifted here. On your inhalation, bring the arms back, fingertips. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms forward. This is kind of like a breast stroke. I'm calling it a breath stroke. I like that better for yoga. So I'm going to start calling it. Hello, somebody. On your next inhale, keep the fingers pointing back. Lift the chest a little higher, shoulders back. Soft breath. And exhale, softly release. Palms facing up, head to the side, Savasana. Relax. Relax. You can wiggle out the hips if you like. Couple more breaths. Allowing for space in between our asana today for integration. So now we'll flip the palms, and you can either keep them by the thighs here, or if it's available for you, take the forearms under the hips so that the pinkies are touching or close together. So forearms are just resting under the hips. On your inhalation, raise the right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. Inhale right, hold at the top. If it's available for you, take the sole of the right foot to the thigh. Okay, not on top of the knee though. If it doesn't comfortably come to the thigh, just keep the leg lifted and the left leg down. Softening the breath, relaxing the abdomen. Softly release on your exhale. Soft, softly coming down. Take a breath in between. Keep the arms in position. Next inhale, raise the left leg. If that's enough, that's enough. If it's available, sole of the foot to the thigh. And exhale, then release. Now, take the hands out to the side, palms facing up. Relax, Savasana. Relax. Deep breath. And let's swing the right arm above the crown of the head now. And we're going to roll onto our right side. Okay, so you're just extended up to the side. Keep the left palm in front of the heart center. On the inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, extend that left leg to the top. And now inhale, arm and leg together, rise. Exhale. Inhale. So the body's kind of making this K position. If the fingers, the hands don't come to the toes, you can just keep them parallel. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing. And on your next inhale, hold at the top. Hold at the top. Welcome to take Yogi Toe Lock here if it's available. Just holding for a few breaths. And exhale, release. Okay, slowly we'll roll onto the belly and onto the left side. So left arm out, and we're rolling onto our left side. I'll switch position. So let's start with the leg. Inhale, right leg lifting. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue on a couple more rounds. And that, your next exhale, extend the right leg, arm up, and inhale, arm and leg together. Exhale, release. Next inhalation, hold at the top. Welcome again to take Yogi Toe Lock if it's there for you. Just breathing into the hamstring, the adductors, keeping that shoulder maybe a bit away from the ear. Sometimes I keep my fingertips in the left hand on the ground to support with balance. And then exhale, gently release. Roll onto the belly again. Relax for a few breaths in Savasana. Few breaths in your Savasana. And gently take the hands beneath the shoulders and lift it up to kneeling. All the way back to kneeling, sitting on the bum, on the heels. Palms to the thighs. Take a couple breaths here. Allow the eyes to close. And gently open the eyes. We'll take it back to an extended child's pose. So releasing the forehead. Long, soft breath. On your next inhalation, slide the chest forward across the forearm. Bring it up to Bhujangasana Cobra, High Cobra. Exhale, push it back to child's pose. Cobra, inhale. Child's pose, exhale, moving at your own pace. This dynamic Bhujangasana, nice and slowly warming up the spine. Really centering, anchoring on the breath. Taking it at a slow pace. A few more rounds. And after your next cobra, just stay up in your tabletop, all fours. And let's come to a few more undulations here with the spine. A few times one direction, then a few times the other direction. Okay, and let's make tense here with the hands. So just draw the shoulders up, round the spine a bit, take the chin to the chest. You can engage this also, these tense with your cat-cow to engage more. Let's actually do a few rounds, a bit more of the abdomen. Also the trapezius. Okay, and then come to your fingertips again. We'll step the right foot forward into a kneeling lunge. Kneeling lunge. Let's lift up to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. We're going to take Kali Mudra with the hand, so fingers interlaced, index finger pointed out, and shimmy out the shoulders here. Now that right hip to open slowly. Maybe bending into that front knee a little more. And now straighten the spine. Bring the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, and take the right hand behind the hip. Let's twist. Left shoulder on top of the right knee. Palms meet in prayer. Navel to the spine and press the right hand off of the left. We're keeping a more or less straight line between the forearms. Soft, deep breath. And then gently untwist. Right hand comes behind the sacrum. Inhale, arch back. The left arm reaching back. Fingertips reaching back. And now we're going to straighten the spine. Follow me with the transition. Pull the arms apart. So right arm down, left arm up, and we're going to windmill. Left arm forward, right arm over the top. Right fingertips land inside the right ankle. Left hand straight up and twist. As you extend the left arm up. So you can press the thigh toward the shoulder and the shoulder toward the thigh a little bit. Start to move in toward the groin, engaging the adductors a little, and then cartwheel the right hand down. Fingertips frame the foot. Bring the left knee back a couple of inches and come into a half split. Half split, we're keeping the spine long initially. So if you want to fold forward, you can. You can round the back. Some of you have already had a practice this morning. Or you can really work on lengthening the spine and creating space. And let's take the right fingertips now inside the foot and just swing it back around to your tabletop. And fingertips, next inhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rise, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Again, welcome to shimmy out the shoulders. Soften the breath. Keep the chest lifted. And then we'll straighten out the spine. Bring the hands to heart center and twist. I like to use the left hand outside of the thigh to deepen the twist a little, and hands back into prayer. Again, navel to spine, chest lifting, press the hands, left hand off of the right. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. And gently straighten the spine, left hand behind the sacrum, inhale, arch back. Soft breath. And then straighten the spine, pull the arms apart here, and windmill, left hand over the top, left fingertips inside the left ankle, right arm straight up, twist and lift. And then cartwheel the right hand down, fingertips frame the foot, right knee back a couple of inches, come into your half split. Long spine or exhale, fold. And gently bend the front knee into your kneeling lunge. Raise the back knee, so we're in a lunge and inhale. Step it back to a plank. Let's pulse a few times here. So we want to engage the core a little bit in supporting the lower back, the lumbar spine in particular. So just pulsing a few times. And also circle the heels if you like. A few times one direction. A few times the other direction. And then landing back in your plank. Let's inhale, take the right knee toward the right wrist in your pigeon. And you can adjust here. I like to bring that left heel back and then set the knee in place. Use some support under the right bum if you need it. Fingertips on the ground, let's lift. Shoulders back, so externally rotating. Chest lifting. Long, soft breath. And on your exhale, we're going to fold. Following the hands forward. You can drop into a Sphinx type position or forehead to the ground. You completely allow yourself to submit to the posture. Allow that asana to work on you. Just by your releasing. You're not holding on to anything here. Couple more breaths. Now take the hands back, curl the toes, raise the knee. You can lift the shin first, so hold it there for a breath or two, and step it back to plank. Again, pulse and circle. A few times each direction. And then coming back to your plank, inhale. Left knee to the left wrist. Take the knee, right knee back. Fingertips on the ground. So welcome to keep the toes curled or release the top of the foot to the ground. Lift the chest, externally rotate the shoulders, soften the breath. And exhale, call the hands forward again, either coming to Sphinx, the hips won't allow you to go down, or releasing to the forehead. A few more breaths there. And then we call the hands back, curl the toes, raise the knee, raise the left shin, and step it back to a plank. A few more breaths. And let's release it back to an extended child's pose. Shift the hips. Tabletop, and let's lift the hips up to a down dog. Really lengthening the spine in your down dog. Let the weight of the head just relax completely. And walk the feet halfway up the mat and walk the hands halfway toward the feet. So we're in a gentle fold, Uttanasana. Welcome to take the palms underneath the balls of the feet. Lengthen the spine on your inhale, so let the flat back. And then exhale, gently bend the elbows. Few breaths, Uttanasana variation. Let's release the bind here. Keep the knees soft, just hang for a couple breaths. And gently roll up one vertebra at a time, all the way up to Tadasana. I'm going to change my angle. You guys can see better. So we're in Tadasana. And we'll take a few sun breaths here. So your feet will be hips distance. On the inhalation, lift the heels, fingertips touch above the crown. Exhale audibly through the mouth. Fingertips in front of the groin. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. A couple more sun breaths. And now let's separate the feet a little bit so they're a little wide. We'll take a few goddess breaths. So inhale, palms meet above the crown, inhaling through the nostrils. Exhale, drop the hips, knee height. Audible exhalation. 2 more goddess breaths. I like to keep the toes a little bit obtuse in goddess. And on your final goddess breath, let's hold at the bottom. Release the arms. You can bring the index and thumb touching, soft shoulders. Tuck in the navel slightly here. Facial muscles relaxed and keep an internal smile. And gently release. Good. Okay, swing the arms and let's shake the legs out a little bit and we'll hop a few times just on the ball of the feet. Keep the arms real relaxed. And then coming into a kind of, let's see, qigong position. So soften the abdomen, soft knee. We'll just start to allow the arms to swing. So moving into the lumbar spine, just with this simple rotation. And then start to raise the arms, and let them tap the junction of the shoulder in the front and the kidney in the back. You want to make the tap just a little bit audible, activating the organ. This is a really great practice if you just need to loosen the spine a little bit after having been seated for like a long time. Start to slow it down. And we'll move into some figure eights. So keeping the arms parallel, keep the knees soft, and we're just going to create this figure eight motion with the arms and allowing the spine also to twist with the natural momentum of the arms. Really finding the twist there. Heather was using a lot of circular movements in her morning class, which is really great. And at my yoga school, Synergy, we use a lot of circular movements as well. Okay, and just relax. And now moving into some spinal waves. So you'll take the chin to the chest, dip the head, and then scoop it out. So just kind of like a dolphin kick in swimming. And you can make larger waves or smaller ones. Okay, and then maybe try and take it backwards. So knee first, and then let the spine roll up. Great, and let's come to the top of your mat in Tadasana. Just take a few breaths here, softening the breath, allowing the heart rate to settle. And take it back down to the mat, palms in prayer. Deep inhale, arms rise, inhale. Long exhalation, swan dive. Come to a flat back, fingertips or hands to the shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Flat back in. Exhale, fold. Flat back in. Exhale, fold. Flat back in. Step back to down dog, exhale. Then let's release the knees down. Bring the ankles together. Curl the toes under here and sit back on the heels. A couple of breaths. Let's move into the upper back a little bit here in this practice. So arms out to a T. The toes are curled under. And on an inhalation, we're going to bring the right arm up. Pull the arms apart from each other. Right arm up, left arm down. Tuck in the navel. And then if you have the bind, you can take the bind here. If not, the right palm between the scapula, left hand to the elbow. And now gently release and pull the arms apart. So right arm extends up, left arm down. Keep that engagement and then rotate all the way around to the bind. Or right hand to the elbow. Keep the neck long here. Relax the shoulders. Facial muscles soft. And softly release the bind. Try and have it not be abrupt. And then rotate out to your T, palms to the thighs, roll the shoulders. And we'll cross up the shins and just sit back. Release the legs out. And we're going to shake the hips. So loose legs, shaking the hips, let the blood circulate down. Now ankles, knees together. Let's roll onto the right hip. Try and keep the hands rooted on either side of the body. Then release, roll onto the left hip. One more each side, right hip. Left hip. Okay, back to center. We'll come into Paschimottanasana. So flesh the buttocks out. Inhale, arms rise, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Let the hands fall wherever is comfortable. It could be the ankles, soles of the feet, palms to the mat. The shins. You can take this as a softer yin type posture, or you can engage more, flexing the toes and extending the crown of the head toward the toes. Most important, stay with your awareness of your breathing, soft breath. Breathing into any tight areas in the spine. And let's gently uncurl now. We'll take a tabletop. Toes down, hips up, holding for a couple breaths. Gently release, okay? And we'll come to a spinal twist. So right leg crosses over the left, right leg over the left. And then we're gonna take our left arm around the shin and grip the thigh, okay? Right fingertips are palm behind the sacrum. And now pull the thigh forward to deepen the twist. Look over your right shoulder. Okay, gently release and switch. If you've already had spinal twist today, or you're feeling open, then you certainly can take the shoulder outside and maybe the fingers over the knee. But oftentimes I like to keep the length in the spine by wrapping the arm around the shin. So again, lifting on an inhale, twisting exhale, and working the other side. And jumping back to center. Good, shake the hips a few more times, loose legs. Okay, bring the heels up, hands to the thighs. Let's come up to a boat, just a couple of breaths here in our boat. Again, working the core, really important for stabilizing the spine. Low boat, so point the toes. Welcome to stay here, chin to the chest, or you can take a few scissors with me if you like. Good, hold the low boat, then release the legs, slowly uncurl the spine, one vertebra at a time, and bring the soles of the feet to meet now. Right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart, Supta Baddha Konasana, relax. This position naturally facilitates abdominal breathing, so just allowing the breath to start to slow down. Couple more postures before we end our practice. So soles of the feet to the ground, fingertips to the heels. Inhale, lift the hips into your bridge. Interlace the fingers and take the shoulders closer. A few breaths here. And if you're feeling open, you're welcome to transition into your full wheel from bridge. So fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale, lifting the hips. Head and neck relax. Now let's slowly release it down. Bring the arms out to a T and take a few windshield wipers, so just drop the knees side to side. Knees side to side. And then as they come back to center, cross the right knee over the left knee like you're sitting cross-legged. And exhale, draw the knees down to the right. head to the left. Welcome to take any variation of spinal twist that you like. Gently back to center, and we'll switch. Left knee on top of the right knee. Exhale, twist. And inhale back to center. Take the knees toward the shoulders and place the hands in the shins, midway between the ankles and the knees. Squeeze the thighs into the side body, and you can rock a little bit here, releasing the lumbar spine. From this position, open the legs out wide if you have space on your sides, and take the hands on top of the thighs, between the knees and the groin. And point and flex a few times, the ankles, circle one direction, circle the other direction. One more time, flex. Letting the lower back release here. Maybe putting a little pressure on the thighs, help open the groin. Now again, come to fetal position. Taking the cheeks toward the knees. You can hug the shins, chin to the chest. Few breaths in your fetal position, shoulders out of the ears. And relax the head down. Extend the left leg to the ground, right leg to the ground in Savasana. And final relaxation. Softening the breath. And just allowing yourself a few moments to relax. Feeling the weight of the head on the ground, completely relaxed. And the shoulders and the torso, completely relaxed. Feeling the weight of the arms, relax. And the hips, the weight of the legs, the weight of the feet on the heels. Allowing the muscles to melt into the weight of gravity. Relax. And slowly start to bring some motion into the fingers and the toes, wrists and the ankles. And the head rocks left to right. Bend the knees and roll into a fetal position if you're in Savasana. Take a couple breaths in your fetal position. And slowly push up to a comfortable seat. Eyes closed, soft abdomen. Palms at heart center. Let's again rub the palms. And place them over the eyes. And let's rub the palms again. And this time you're going to take both palms to the lumbar spine, to the lower back, against the skin. You're welcome to use the forefingers to just press out a little bit, lower back. And self-massage. Returning the hands to your heart center. We'll take a deep inhale. Exhale, final bow, closing our practice. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining this morning. That is a 45-minute practice. For those that normally practice with me, they know that that's a challenge for me. But it's a good challenge. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Kisima, good to see you. Sherry, long time. Amit, Rafiki. Nice, great class. Thank you, guys.